Yeah. 내가 만든 쿠키 너를 위해 구웠지 But you know that it ain't for free. Yeah. 내가 만든 쿠키.
How to write an argument essay. Firstly, there is more than one way to write an argument essay. This is just one good way. Have you ever had an argument writing? An argument or essay is the same as having another unit, but you don't need to listen to the other side. Step 1. Brainstorm your essay. Before deciding on your final position, brainstorm both sides of the argument for and against, trying to get at least 6 or 7 points on both sides. Then, choose the 3 best points for each. Why? Sometimes your best ideas are not your first. Force yourself to get 6 or 7 arguments. Step 2. Choose your position. Look at the list of arguments you wrote for each side in your brainstorm. Which side has the strongest arguments? Which do you think you can support best with examples and evidence? Which is the most interesting? Remember, your teacher is assessing your writing, not your opinion.
Next, step 3. Plan your essay. This is the most important step. If you put the effort at this stage, the writing will be much easier. Plan a good introduction. If you start the essay well, the rest will follow. I'll give you an example. The topic is online learning can replace face-to-face learning. The introduction? An introduction includes an attention grabber. This is something to grab the reader's attention to make them want to continue reading. It also has a thesis statement and 3 key arguments. For this essay, I've written, can you imagine a world without schools and classrooms? This is my attention grabber. It doesn't give my point of view, it just gets the reader interested. Second, thesis statement. This is my opinion. Online learning can enhance but not replace face-to-face learning. My 3 key arguments are: first, communication and human interaction. Second, social enjoyment and engagements. And third, building a relationship between teachers and students. The body of essay includes 3 paragraphs, body 1, body 2, and body 3. The 3 key arguments to each of the body paragraphs, and don't forget to add evidence and example. For body 1, communication and human interaction. We learn through interacting. For example, history through real discussion with classmates make the topics come to life, and learning is two-way processes. Body 2, social enjoyment and engagement. Our school is not just for gaining knowledge. It also develops social skills and builds networks. Body 3, building a relationship between teachers and students. Students can be achieved to the same level over computer. Good teachers can notice subtle changes in students which can indicate an issue, and learning happens when there is trust and a connection. Step 4. Write the essay. Follow your plan from step 3 and start writing. Complete it as quickly as you can. Don't rest until you have finished. Don't worry about using the best vocabulary or writing it perfectly. Just get it on the page. If you have done any reading or research, be careful of plagiarizing.
Next is the step 5. In this step, you must edit your writing. First, read your essay from the start and then change it to make it sound better and more professional. First, add linking words look like however, moreover, although, despite, and etc. And the second, you look for better vocabulary. You can use more specific words where possible. For example, good could mean accurate and could mean caring. So choose the best word. And the third, check do you have both long and short sentence. And fourth, do you repeat yourself? And the last, is your argument clear? Okay, next, this is the final step. In this step, you must polish your essay. Because this is your final edit, you must focus on the detail. Read it once for punctuation, once for spelling, and then once finally for clarity. Because clarity is the most important. I think that's all for step 4. Write an argumentative essay. For the next is example of argumentative essay will explained by my friends.
Next, for the examples of argumentative essays, keep Papua unit with NKRI. Nah, for the introduction, from why West Papua should be part of the homeland until last part, because it can be seen from several reasons such as history, education, economy, and culture. Nah, for the thesis statement, that is because it can be seen from several reasons such as history, education, economy, and culture. And the next, for the bodies part, explain the thesis statement. The first is the reason history, and the second is education's reasons, and the third is economic reasons, and the last is cultural reasons. And for the last part is conclusion. Yes. For the conclusions in this title, the Republic of Indonesia has a diversity of ethnicity, language, religion, race, and ethnicity too. So it is only fitting the state of West Papua in order not to separate themselves from the homeland. However, you need to defend the homeland. Okay, I think it is enough. For the last, types of argumentative essays and examples. First, persuasive essays. Persuasive essays present an argument and try to persuade the reader that one side of the argument is better than the others. These types of argumentative essays should start out by clearly stating the author's point of view and should use the evidence to support that point of view throughout. As different sides of the argument are discussed, the writer should refute these views in order to persuade the reader that his point of view is the right one. Next, research papers. Research papers, argumentative research, argumentative research papers rely heavily on external source to make and support the main argument. When writing an argumentative research paper, it's important to take a balanced approach. Authors must try to cite roughly the same amount of source for the differing points of view as for the main argument. Next, analysis essays. Analysis essays, argumentative analysis essays focus on other argumentative essays. The purpose of this type of essays is to analyze another author's argument. Major elements of analysis
include persuasiveness, evidence, clarity of writing, presentation, and style. Although this is an analysis essay, it is also an argumentative essay, so the author must make a clear case about the quality and persuasiveness of the essay she is evaluating. Next, personal essays. A personal argumentative essay doesn't need to rely on research in order to make a case. This type of essay is based on opinion and personal taste, so the author must make a compelling case based on his own subjective reasoning. The challenge inherent in this type of argumentative essay is convincing others to share a personal opinion. Research can and also, I'm sorry, research can and should still be utilized in a personal argumentative essay in order to make the main argument more compelling. In addition, all sides of the issue should be considered in order to further validate the author's point and convince the reader that it has been well developed.